If you're a new indie musician, you probably have a lot of questions about how to navigate the industry on your own. Also, the people around you probably don't understand what you're doing as well. So here are some common questions you'll probably be asked as an independent artist, as well as some tips on how to best respond to them. Let's blast off and get started.
Can't stop with these boys from California.
Konnichiwa, friends. I'm Jonathan Miller, and welcome back to Jonathan Miller Music, helping you become a better indie artist. I make futuristic and outer space-inspired dance pop music, and every Wednesday on this channel, I'm helping others take their music to level 2. If that sounds good, consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell. If not, look, I'm not gonna say you have to subscribe, but we can all tell that you're a newbie. Look at the video you just clicked on. So, you should hit the sub button and then watch a bunch of my videos and boom, you're a professional or something. Think about that. Okay, being an independent artist is a very powerful thing. You have total say and creative freedom in your music and the direction of your career. The problem is, everyone around you probably has the mindset of,
you need to play at all these clubs and then get signed to a record label if you're lucky.
Which isn't exactly the way things are done nowadays. And then those that do support you probably just have some questions that you don't know how to answer yet. So here are some typical things that people might ask you, with some advice on how you might answer them. Because I've been asked these questions too. A lot. So here we go. So what kind of music do you make? Yeah, we're gonna start with the extremely basic question here. This is the one you'll get the most, because our human brains like to classify things into boxes we understand. Now, I know your music is incredibly unique, because like mine too, but you should think about this one a lot. And it'll probably change as you get better and grow and learn more too. But you can start large by giving a comparison to someone way more famous than you, as well as your broad genre. Not everyone's familiar with all the little subgenres. So do you make hip hop and rap music like Post Malone? Are you more country like Blake Shelton or Carrie Underwood? Are you making EDM like Zedd or Diplo? Or maybe you're a bit more pop like Ariana Grande or someone. Now, obviously you can break this down way further, and I've got plenty of videos on this channel to help you do that. If you want some recommendations, there's links in the description below, but this is a great starting point. Keep it pretty quick and easy to understand in like a sentence or two, or even just a few key words. Pro tip: in the future, find out your niche. There's a lot of crossover in music nowadays. Look at Old Town Road with Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. You got hip hop and country in the same song. Don't say you're the next whoever, but find out what makes your music unique and then use those famous artists as anchors. For example, I make dance pop music that's kind of like Britney Spears and the K-pop group FX. And if you know both of those references, that already kind of gives you an idea as to what my music might sound like. Is it exactly like either one of them? No, but if you keep it simple for people, you'll be golden. Don't you need a record label? No, you don't. It's 2019. Catch up. Being independent means not being signed and locked into a record contract. When you get signed, record labels give you a loan to produce an album, but you have to pay that back before you ever start making money, which a lot of people don't know or understand. And for some people, that's what they want in exchange for the studio time and promotions and all the stuff. But if you're not careful, you could end up not even owning your own work, depending on the contract, and your label can drop you at any point if you're not making the money that they gave you. Remember, to them, you're a business investment. So for some people, that works out great. For you and me, that's not what we're all about. So to answer this question, tell them all that information. Be honest and educate them. Information is power, my friend. Tell them you want to make sure you own everything. You know it's going to be 10 times harder, but you retain that total creative freedom. We're artists. We like freedom. So be confident in your answer and you'll be fine. So where can I hear your stuff? Definitely always have an answer to this at the ready. If you've got some music recorded and released already, send them to a place where they can listen to it, be it Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all the big ones. But pick one and send them there. Now, an advanced tip on that would be to get their email address and put them on your mailing list, because that's something all indie artists should start building right away. Email you can keep, but social media comes and goes. Where are MySpace and Vine? Email them a free song, and then over time, you can create incentives to buy. Now, if you don't have any music released, talk about when your music is coming out. Or if you play live, where your next set is. If they're interested in hearing, you should be interested in sharing. So, what instrument do you play? This question will either be really black and white or it'll cause a lot of anxiety really fast. If you actually play an instrument, you're golden. You can answer this question just fine. But if you don't play a traditional instrument, remember, people like classifications and boxes. Like, I don't play a traditional instrument. I sing, but I don't play the guitar or piano, and I really can't read music very well. And most of the music I make is on the computer or with this nice little keyboard that I dink around with. So if you don't play a traditional instrument, you can divert the question to your main talent. Like, no, I don't, but I rap and I make beats. Or, no, I don't play an instrument, but I sing, because the voice is a natural instrument. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Been down that road. Sometimes it can make you feel inadequate if you don't play the guitar or the piano or the flute if you're Lizzo. And trying to explain how that still counts as songwriting and making music can be really frustrating. You can always say, I'm self-taught, or I took X amount of years of choir too. Now, you don't have to explain yourself, but hopefully for those of you who are in this situation, this will help you out. And the last question you might get, well, what's next? What are you currently working on musically? Is it your album or EP? Are you just making music right now to try to improve your technique before actually launching something? Do you have a YouTube channel that maybe you'll be posting to soon? Are you launching a website soon or something? Always have some kind of answer prepared, because people like to know what's coming up. They want to be in the know, and they want to be a part of your journey from point A to point Z. So keep working on what you're doing right now, but always look towards the future as well. I mean, Lil Nas X went from couch surfing and promoting his music online to having the #1 single for a record-breaking 19 consecutive weeks on the Billboard charts. So work hard, and who says that can't be you? So those are some common questions you might get asked as an independent artist. And my question for you today is, what kind of music do you make? Leave me a comment below letting me know. If you like this channel and you like me and you want to support what I do, consider joining me on Patreon. I just added a bunch of new fun rewards, like lyric PDFs you don't get anywhere else. I take you through my own music and do some production and songwriting analysis. You can get shout outs at the end of my YouTube videos and access to my new music before it comes out anywhere else. So I'd love to have you over in our Patreon community. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new. I put out new videos every single Wednesday. Once again, I'm Jonathan Miller, and I will see you next time. See you later!